All right, yeah. So I'm back, and it's different from the average project we were working on before. I'm also standing. I'm trying out a standing desk, so everything's kind of messy right now. But whatever. Let me jump right into what we're doing. Let me actually kill this music real quick. It's distracting the shit out of me. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this fucking desk. All right, so there was a game jam. It's called like It's Based. I guess it's run by some people who are like close to Tim Pool or something. I think it's like the Ian dude and some other guys. But yeah, I guess the theme is like it's Mars or whatever. So Mars, the red planet. I found a Martian on Mixamo, and I got some guns off of Turbo Squid. Can I not shoot? Why can't I shoot? The fuck is going on? Why can I not shoot? There we go, I can shoot. Okay, there we go. So this is what I have so far. Basically a raycast shooting from the camera. It can detect hits anywhere on the skeleton there. It's saying we were hit by pistol. Yeah, so even down here, but you can see that's just for movement. That doesn't affect our raycast for actually hitting the guy at all. So, yeah, I'm pretty much going to make all the bullets raycasts, I think. Yeah. And I don't know why my gun keeps freezing up for some fucking reason. There's no ammo or anything. It's just supposed to continue firing, but whatever. I have this map that I made in Blender. Let me, we'll just take a look at it in the 3D. Yeah, I made this on the first day. I mean, it's nothing really special. It's just a bunch of hallways that connect to square doors, and then each one has its own cutout, just to make it different. So I think we did... I gotta get rid of those cutouts there. Where the hell are they at? Alright, let's get rid of these. There we go. What the fuck? There we go. So now we got those windows, so we have cutouts. That one's got an oval over there, and this one's got these rectangles. I'm going to put a shader on there to give some, like a glass-like texture or whatever. Let me put this back on. I hope everything sounds okay. I have no idea. So let me go back to Restream, so I can actually see what the fuck's going on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what am I even trying to do right now? I gotta figure out why my pistol isn't working some of the time, so let's look at how it actually activates. Let's go to my player. I basically have these three weapons you can go between. I have a shotgun, which is kind of messed up right now. I have a pistol, and then this machine gun is what I'm calling it. So all I did was create three separate holders for each gun. They each have their own animations that are like, you know, fire and reload. So there we go. Maybe that'll reset that back to normal, because it was they called this the hammer. The pump of the shotgun. Whoever made this model called that the hammer. I find that very funny. But yeah, the hammer was like floating in midair for some fucking reason. But yeah. Okay, we got the machine. That's a shotgun. Let's check out the machine gun. These are some very special animations. So we'll just do that one more time just to show off. Bam, look at that. That's AAA shit right there. And yeah, if we hide that one, we then have our looks like our gun right here. I think I have to hide the machine gun. And then pistol. Yeah, so what's our reload here? This is the most detailed I think the magazine actually comes out. It's not even playing awesome. There we go, very fast. And then we just have the regular shoot. That shouldn't be looping. Neither should that one. Awesome. So, Did I load the animations in? Yeah, I got all the animations from Mixamo, so I didn't make any of the animations. Although I might have to go back and make one, sadly. I'm trying to make him crawl through a vent, and I forgot to get anything on Mixamo that looks similar to a vent. So I have this vent here, and then I have like a building, like a Call of Duty's thing. What the fuck? The boards on the window that you break open. I made some in Blender. Let me see if I can find them. I think, yeah, Windows. So if I bring this in here. Let's make this 10 times bigger. I guess it's not going to show up. I don't know. I thought I had something. Anyway. I'll have to re-export it in Blender. I think I fucked up the GLB. But yeah, I have like boards that go on these windows and little vent covers, and you know, the idea is that they like, you know, break down the fucking window and then go through. So I might have to make some type of like crawling animation, but I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. So we can shoot our guy, our pistol's all fucked up, it keeps firing over and over. And then sometimes it won't fire, so... all I really have is a physics process here. We got a state machine, we're matching the current state. We allow the switching of weapons, we allow can fire. So this is the function that actually takes our input and based on what we clicked. Alright, so can fire gun equals false. That's good that we're actually flipping that. Take damage. Alright, so that's what actually printed out the like output statements we were getting up here, so we know that worked. And then the pistol itself actually tells the player you can fire again. Oh, I'm not even checking the if can fire gun. So let's do this. Can fire gun. Then we'll do the rest. It's hard to go from sitting to standing. I'm getting the hang of it. Gotta push everything over one. And then we're good. Yeah, now my gun should fire more effectively. Let's just say if not equal to... I think it was getting stuck between the animations, but that shouldn't happen now. Let's give it a shot. Well, now I can't fire at all. Great. Oh, okay. Oh, it should be... Oh wait, no. Should be if can fire gun, yeah. Let me take a look. Up here, can fire gun equals true. So, once we left click, if can fire gun is true, then we do this, and we set it equal to not true. Let me do this down here at the end of the match statement, because that makes it... It's better coding, right? Actually, I think we should set it, like, immediately after. Bam, right there. I'm just gonna make this really easy for me to read standing up. So if it's true, then we set it to false and we run our code, and then this should reset it to true again so we can fire again. Let me double check that that's actually happening on our pistols and shit. So we go to our player. We have a pistol, animation name. Owner can fire gun equals true. I'm just going to do a print rearming the pistol. How's it going? Senpai Ghost, hi. Alright. Rearming the pistol. That looks good. Let's go ahead and run that. See if that shit runs. We are rearming the pistol. Huh. But then, like, if I'm... all of a sudden it stops working. I'm clicking right now and it's not firing. That's so fucking weird. Maybe I'm trying to fire... I think I'm trying to play the animation too many times. I think that might be... let me do this. We shouldn't be getting here but one time every few seconds, so I'm just going to print something out like we are getting here. I don't think this is it, but let's see if I'm telling you to play the animation multiple times. See, now it doesn't work. And then I move around a little bit. Maybe if I switch guns. If I go up there, I get stuck in the level geometry. But yeah, all of a sudden it's not working. I can't shoot. I don't know what the fuck is going on. That's so weird. Then if I try it again... let me see. Yeah, I'd swear it was just working. So clearly it's something. Can fire. We're calling that in our process function. So it's like our state is idle and our state is moving. I don't know. Interesting. It's like really simple shit. I don't know how I'm fucking it up, but whatever. We are getting here. Interesting. So that means that we're getting here. Can fire equals false, but we're not doing that. Yeah, theme is the red planet. Isn't that fucking Mars? Same old thing, man. I'm pretty sure it's not Pluto that's red. Damn, I just had a thought. I just figured out what I was doing here. So we have the pistol that's in the collider, but where are we actually calling the, like, shoot? Oh, that's right. Okay, so we have this fire function down here, so we're actually calling that. That makes sense. If I go to the pistol, get parent, get child, .play, shoot. We get the parent, we get the child right there, and we shoot it. Rearming the pistol. How come I don't see that? And I guess this isn't finishing then. Or are we not? Yeah, we are connected. I've done that more than a few times, not connected the shit. I don't know. Let me print something here. The pistol is defiring. Good enough. Damn. Alright, so let me just, can fire. That's this right here. If input is action pressed, left click. I know we're getting here. The thing is, we're getting here on the, like, first frame of when we're loading in. And then, it looks like we're not getting down to one of these. Is the current item never set? Is that the issue? Current item is pistol. I don't know. How to make a map in Blender? I'll just go check out my map. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was like a big deal to make a map at first, and then I just realized you just kind of like jump in wherever. So yeah, this is the window that I'm gonna have them tear down once I figure out how to shoot the gun. Once I get the simplest thing down, then I'm gonna move on to something really advanced to put in there. Yeah, but all I did was think like, alright, I gotta have like fucking zombies coming out of places, so those are supposed to be the zombie holes. And you're supposed to run around. I can add doors and they'll cost points. But yeah, as far as like having your level geometry, like everything's got to match together and be like perfect, that's pretty much not the way to go. Like I just have like all these kind of loosely put together, and then they like they didn't really match up so good, so I just added those wherever they collided like that, and that makes it easier. So yeah, I would just say like make this shit fast and then hide all of your mistakes with other geometry. And I guess it looks like, you know, somewhat decent. Yeah, and then I got all of these textures from Texture Haven. I'll pull it up. Yeah, this website, Polyhaven. You have like all of these free textures you can grab. They also have models and stuff. It's like really good stuff. So I'm using like, I think I got the bat and the sword in here. And I'll probably grab some of these things. They got like a mace I'm going to add. But yeah, it's all free. So they even have like an add-on for Blender, but that costs money. But anyway, what the fuck was I doing? And then as for like getting collision for them to walk on, when I brought this into Godot, I just went to... I just grab this and I go mesh, collision shape, tri-mesh collision sibling, and then it creates that outer thing, that collision shape for us. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it. I already have one. But yeah, I mean, it's really not as complicated as it looks. And then if your character is getting stuck in the geometry, like I'll show you here. I had to figure this out. This took me a while to get. So if I jump up here, I get stuck in the geometry and I can't move at all. And I was like, oh man, like all my movement code is good. Like what the fuck is going on? But it's because the normals of this are flipped. So there's no normals on this side, and there's normals on that side down there. So I can only walk on that side and not this one. So if you want to walk on both surfaces, you got to have normals on both. But that wasn't the ambition here. You're supposed to be stuck inside this thing. I saw the Q dot or Quo dot, Quake dot, I guess, but no, I've never really used it. I was never really into Quake. I'm more of a Dark Souls type person. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. What the fuck? All right, we are getting here. Oh, thank you. I'd love to know that we're getting there. Okay, so we are getting here. Are we getting to one of our things? Let me do this. I think we can add a thing like this down here. And we'll print no match. No match, no contest. And then I'm going to grab this. What's the problem? Is that not the right syntax? I don't think so. I guess it was. I thought it was like you could use that if it was blank. Hold on. Can you decouple the player input click from the canfire functionality just to check if the input is actually being read? That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, let me just do this real quick. Let me do some more dumb stuff, and then we'll do your smart thing, alright? We are getting pistol. I just want to see if it gets to there. Right, and this is the right thing, right? It is. It should be... So let's give that a shot. We are getting here. We are getting pistol. So... Dark Soci. I have not played Dark Soci. You can make surfaces with normals on both sides in Blender. Oh yeah, okay, I didn't know that. I knew you could, I just didn't know how to do it. But yeah, I just always flip the normals whenever I'm having that problem. So yeah, so we are getting to here. We're just not... are we playing that fire function? Because aren't we putting something here? This pistol be firing. It's not firing. Why are you not firing? Control C. Is it a capital F? Is that what my problem is? No, I mean it's called fire. Debugger. Well, I do need to do this. Okay, what are we doing here? I think this is fire. But this is on the... Is this on the pistol? No, it's not. So this isn't running then. That's interesting. So it must be a problem with something... We just get rid of that and add it back in. So I want the pistol right here. I mean, we could just go... we could just play the animation. That could be a thing we do too. Let's just do that for now. I kind of like calling the function on the gun, but you know what? This will work as well. This kind of bypasses it. I'm going to leave a little note. What is it? That's not how you do it. It's a hashtag. We are bypassing these shits. Alright. That should do it. Let's try it now. Okay. Then it stops working all of a sudden. Okay, we are getting pistol. We were hit by... let me do this. I want to see if it's like... I think it's a problem with the animation not finishing. Oh, so... We're not rearming. Or are we? We're getting here, we're getting the pistol. He's shot by the pistol, we rearm the pistol. And then we are getting here, we are getting pistol. I guess he wasn't shot, and then we didn't reload. Things are happening, nice, yeah. Bullet cast is collided. Oh, shit. Yeah, basically... Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. I'm only doing it when he's colliding. I'm stupid. That's really dumb. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Zorth Long, for pointing out that was really stupid. Because I was shooting only when he was, like, colliding with the enemy. So he can only shoot if he's going to make a good shot, which is pretty funny. But that's not what I was intending to do. Okay. So I have to change up the order in which I'm doing stuff. So if the current item is the pistol, then we're going to fire. We're going to play the animation regardless. Then we're going to set our collider. Well, if we are colliding, then we get our collider. And then, yeah, I think that's all we need to do is just move that one. And then everything should work good. Then I can go back to my original autistic musings over here. Nice. Hell yeah. What did I call it? Fire. There we go. Now we're cooking with a fucking propane torch in the middle of the woods. Like the King Cobra himself. Alright. Let me do this. Move this shit on up. I can't believe I didn't fucking notice that. That's so stupid. Alright, let's try it now. Bam, yeah, alright, now it works. Now we can shoot him. And everything's going good. Can I shoot with every gun? Well, I hid my shotgun. Awesome. Well, I hid my machine gun. But I can fire my shotgun just fine. Boom. There we go. Oh yeah, my other videos that I made a bunch of stupid videos. Yeah. Alright. What the hell am I even doing? So now we've got the gun working better. This song goes on forever. What in the fuck is going on there? Hold on, let me go over here. There we go. Alright, so what do I gotta do now? I think I'm gonna go to Project, Visible Collision Shapes off, and we've got to, let's shoot at our guy, and when Marty the Martian gets shot, he should, shed tears of crimson and, like, bleed and stuff, so we need to, like, make stuff come out of his head or whatever when he gets shot. Maybe we can make his whole head come off, that would be cool. Nice, so I guess I should make some type of blood spray. Yeah, we'll do a 3D particle effect, and I guess I'll just do something. Where's just GPU particles? There we go. Process material. I think they changed a lot of this shit up. What do I want? I could do the quad mesh and then put a make a new material, and then I'll go into GIMP. I'm gonna make like a blood splatter, hopefully, and bring it in here as a PNG, and then put that as a PNG, and hopefully that'll look somewhat decent. Which one of these looks most like a blood splatter? It doesn't have to look good. And what should the size of it be? Oh, the problem was I had put the animation was contingent on me actually hitting the guy, so the 3D, the fucking raycast had to be hitting the Martian for me to actually fire. Let's do 500 by 500. I had the check for it hitting before I had the check for it firing, basically. What am I doing here? That's right, grab the eraser. I gotta go add alpha channel. This thing's totally alpha. Like Wes Watson, like Joe Rogan, like David Goggins. Now we're gonna paint it red. We need like a blood red somewhere in there, maybe a little darker right there, and we'll make it a little bit bigger. That's pretty decent. I think we'll go a little bit bigger than that though. So it's 500 by 500, so probably somewhere in there. Bam, we'll just do that, and I guess I could make like 2 or 3 of them if I really wanted, but I'm just going to do this one and then rotate it a bunch of times. So I'm going to, let's go export as, We'll go through all of my failed projects into the one that I'm currently failing on. And we'll see. Let's do it in the... Let's give it to the enemy. Marty Martian. Let's actually just do it in here. We'll just call it blood spray. Blood. Bluff. Blood. Spray. If you can believe it, the college I went to taught us how to use GIMP, and it wasn't even GIMP like 2010. It was like GIMP 2002 they were recommending. And I was like, bro, if I take this thing into a fucking job interview and I show them that I know how to use GIMP 2006, they're gonna laugh at me, dude. They're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know, you can't give people confidence like that. That was really fucked up what they did. And it's like, yo, you pay like, you pay $30,000 for these courses? Oh, who gives a fuck? Here's GIMP 2006. Bam! Alright. And then they had us pay a technology fee. And it's like, dude, if I gotta pay the technology fee, at least let me use Adobe. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Madness. Alright. So we have our blood spray right there. Particles. Spawn. Position. They changed this a little bit. Velocity. Looks like, I think gravity's in here now, right? Or accelerations. Gravity's in here. So that's right. But I guess when it's... if I just add velocity here, is it going to go... It's not going anywhere, is it? I need it to, like, shoot up in the air. Not what I'm looking for. Animated velocity. There we go. Maybe not. You know, it's got to go like... I knew how to do it in the old system, but not in the new one. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go there for creative stuff. I went there for IT stuff. But it was like the few creative courses they had were just like a major rip. But yeah, it's brutal. And there was some guy in there that I knew that he was like, I'm going here for, I was like music production. And I was like, damn, dude, like you got scammed. Because there was like a guy in his like 30s who had, just gotten back from like doing a tour in like fucking Afghanistan or some other shithole country. And I was like, dude, you got scammed. Sorry. Brutal. Alright, what are we even trying to do here? We just need this shit to go up in the air and fall. And I need to stop railing against fucking college and shit. That's that way. That's this way. Yeah, gravity makes it go down, but I needed to go up first before it goes down. So it's like there was a way to add initial velocity to it that would make it go in one direction. I just have no idea how to do that now. I guess perhaps maybe one of these. There we go. That's what I was trying to fucking do. I knew it was somewhere in here. So the spread needs to be 180. Yeah, explosiveness. Okay, that was the one I was forgetting about. That's good enough for me. Should be a one-shot. And where's explosiveness? Bam. So now when it comes on, it should just be like that. And I think I'm just going to instantiate it, have it run, and then that'll be it. So we'll call this blood spray. Thank you for that help. I like Godot is like changes really fast, and everyone's like, yeah, use Reddit. I mean, not Reddit, but Redo or Redot or whatever. I have been like, I have it downloaded. I think I have it somewhere. Yeah, I've got it right here. but I haven't tried it out yet. I don't know. They're definitely more based, so. Alright, what was I trying to do? So we have to spawn this in whenever we get hit. So I guess we could just spawn it in as our Martian, or we could... there are a few ways we could do it. I want to do it with a game manager, just because it'll be helpful. I got to make a game manager at some point, so I'm going to go to Project Settings. Oh, I got to make the script first. Shit. So I'm going to make a standalone script that's not connected to any nodes, called the game manager. Yeah, and I want to instantiate like where the guy gets shot, but I got to do it like the exact location. So I think what I'm going to do is have basically when he gets shot, he's going to tell the game manager to spawn something at that location. The game manager is going to spawn it, so it'll be Child of the World, and it won't be the enemy spawning his own blood. I don't know, that makes more sense to me. That way I can like kind of register hits and stuff like that. That makes sense in my brain. Probably not. But we're going to go ahead and save this. Blood spray. And we'll just put it in the enemies thing over here. And I'm going to add a script. And we'll just leave the ready. And I think all we need to do here is just... I'm going to print... blood spray is spraying. Okay, and then we'll just say GPU particles. I think emitting. Yeah, GPU particles 3D dot emitting equals true. Nice. So. Oh yeah, I'll credit you in the game jam. I was thinking about trying to team up with some people to get 3D assets made, because this space is like really empty, and I'm not really I don't really like making good stuff. I like making shitty stuff like this. Oh, I hate this fucking song. I put it on the art list thing, but I hate it. Let's see what this is. Alright. Cool. We have the game manager made. We have the blood spray. It says it's emitting to true. And what do I want to do? What type of signals do we have? We don't really have any signals. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little timer, and then when it times out, can't we just do this? Get... You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it the easy way. We're going to add a timer. And we're gonna connect that timeout right here. We'll wait 2 seconds, and then we'll say one shot, and we'll just say cue free. Quack free. Stone Quackers. Did anyone ever watch that show? I used to watch that show. Yeah, I guess they could drop their own particles, but Marty the Martian is a lazy guy. Well, I guess I do know where he's being shot at, so I guess I could just spawn it out of whatever thing he's coming from. That would make more sense, yeah. Let's do that, actually. I'm gonna add some other stuff here. We're gonna add a take damage so we can see him flinch. Take damage. And then we'll check for the current state. If it's not equal to the previous state, meaning we just entered it, then we'll play the take damage animation. I think I have it. I think it's called React. Yeah, React. Nice. So... I guess what I'm probably going to do eventually is have it like when he takes like over like 100 damage, then he'll do a flinch or whatever. It's basically a Call of Duty's clone, like a Call of Duty Zombies clone, where you're just going to run around. It'll be like 5 waves. You'll run around in here. There'll probably be like some collectibles you gotta collect or something you gotta do, and then they'll chase after you. You're supposed to come through these vents. I ended up making way more fucking vents than I thought I was supposed to make, so I don't think I can... It would be ridiculous to have them come through all of them, but like, if the character's running at the same time, you gotta have them like spawning in front of them so you don't get like just too easy of a game where you just, you know, run all around and shoot them, so... I don't know, I'm just trying to improve on stuff that I've done in the past that I think I can do in a reasonable amount of time. I do have a full-time job, but I have weekends and time after work, so this should be fun. Okay, so what was I even fucking trying to do? Let's play the game. Oh yeah, that's right, he's gotta do the hurt animation. Let's see what that looks like. Bam, so just a little thing right there. And then once that animation finishes, we want to do something. So I'm going to go animation finished. We'll connect. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a match statement down there. So whenever the animation finishes, we will basically be changing our state based on what that is. So if the animation was, what do I call it, react, the next state we're going to be moving into should be the chase state. Next state equals chase, and I'm gonna have to start doing some stuff like that. We got to get a reference to the player in here somehow, so I'm gonna go on ready var player. Actually, let's not do the chasing just yet. I'm gonna leave that there. Let's make sure we can hit him and do all that shit before I start doing that. So he's in the idle state now. We want to go from take damage, and we'll just go back to idle. There's no reason to overcomplicate it. Cool. So next we have a take damage function, so we need to actually change our state. Next state equals take damage. Oh yeah, good old Mixamo. Alright, so now we should see him flinch whenever he gets hit. And then he should return to idle. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. They might need to shorten that animation. But it does work. We can shoot him in the arm or in the leg. Nice. So I guess now we'll make the stuff appear. Okay, so I guess we will have the Martian spawn it. That's probably the best way to do it. We're going to just use the game manager for registering deaths and despairs of the player. So... Alright, yeah, we'll do, I guess we'll just make an on-ready var and have that reference our blood spray. On-ready var blood spray sprat spray scene. And we'll say equals, and then I'll say load, and then right there. So then we'll come here, and whenever we take damage... bam. So, why don't we print the name? We'll just add another function in here. Actually, we'll say body part. Body parts. Unfortunately, it's going to have another match statement, but that's okay. It's going to be one of these, so I basically know the names beforehand, so I'll just loop through the names, and whichever one it is, I'll just make it spawn out of that. And what those are these like pieces I've made for the hit collision on his body. They're attached to bone attachments. So yeah, this is an enemy collision group, so we'll just get the name of whatever this is and have the blood spray spawn out of there, so that way it's you know, still somewhat based on the where we fucking hit. Yeah, so in the player we're just gonna add a couple more changes. When we say take damage, we have to pass in the collider. I think we can actually pass in the direct, like the place the collider hit, right? I don't know. We'll just pass in collider for now, and we'll see what happens. I want to see what I can pull from that. Let's see, where's Marty Martian? We were hit by, and instead of body part, we're passing in the collider. So we'll just say collider.name. Cool. And I'm going to print that out. And let me just do a C name. Bam. Alright, let's give that a shot. Alright, so yeah, we got chest collision, left arm collision. We were hit by lower left leg, lower right leg. That was a miss. Nice, okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll... yeah, let's get to it. I just gotta do this then. We gotta do match collider dot name, and I'll just start. I can grab them from here. It'll be easier. I'm just gonna Control C and then Control V, and I'll add the quotation marks after the fact. Fuck it, I might as well add them now. I was trying to make it quick, but there's no way to make this quick. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be fun times to watch this. Almost as fun as watching DSP. Right arm collision, Control C, and I'll paste that one there. And then this one, Control C. Forearm, whatever. That one's named wrong. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll probably come back and change that one. And grab that one, put that one in. Put that one in. We're gonna grab that and put that shit in there. Oh wow, what do you think we're gonna do with this one? Probably put it in there. And this one too. Bam, throw it right in there. And then this one, we grab it and we throw it right in there. So now I just gotta go through and do this in one of the worst ways possible. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now we just need to add some semicolons and a little pass statement. And this isn't, you know, verbose at all. This is what you want. Multiple multiple statements like this. This is good. This is proper coding technique right here. This is why I have a job as a AutoCAD guy and not a developer. But it doesn't matter. Okay, so what are we going to put in here? I guess we just got to basically spawn it on the thingy, right? Yeah, so I guess we got to say head attachment dot add child blood, but then we have to instantiate the blood, so we'll just go ahead and instantiate it up here. Blood equals blood spray scene dot instantiate Can't you search for children with that name? Can you not grab the child of the nodes as an array and pass, but just like the one step down IDK? Yeah, I guess I could do it that way. That's true. Oh man, yeah, that guy's. Uh, man, why'd you make me seem so stupid? All right, because he's right. That is a better way to do it. If searching from another node, there we go. I'm copying and pasting from the chat. Yeah, and then we would find the name, right? And then that would render all of this pretty fucking stupid and useless. Okay, well, thank you for that. Let's try that. Oh, I need a little var right here. Big shout out to Tiger Wolf and Dark Filter for helping me with that. All right. All right, let's try that shit. That's actually just going to give us the node. Let me print the node that's coming there. Can we just do use lim? That's what I'm going to do. That'll be the lim we hit. I don't even need. So parent node. It's going to be ourselves. We don't even need that. Can't we just do... So find child is a real function? Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, so what do we need? We just need... well, we are going to go through all those. Let me do this. I'll just do var collision group group equals get nodes in group, and then we'll just loop through those nodes. Get nodes in group. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Find child. Finds the first descendant whose name matches the pattern, returning null if no match is found. Oh, okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to see if it was recursive or not, because I have all these to loop through. Whatever, let's just try it. It's better to try it than to make a whole other thing right now. Find child collider.name, okay. And so we're the enemy Martian, and then I would set it to true, right? For recursive. Nice. Let's see. Does that work? Oh, damn. I gotta... Let me print. The limb. Instantiate in compressed texture. Oh, that's because I got the texture. Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to do the T. Nice. So what is this? Blood spray.tscn, not the texture. Nice. Okay. Limb, lower left collision, awesome. Left up collision, awesome. So yeah, that is working. Perfect. Cool. Nice, thank you guys. That was very helpful. I didn't know that existed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I guess we'll just instantiate the blood on that limb. So we'll say limb.addChild and blood. Okay, and then we shouldn't need that because we should be able to see. I don't see any blood. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I only have it visible from one axis. I don't think I made it, yeah, I think so too. Because right now it looks like he's, a little, A little slow. Let me actually change that now. Go to the animation. How do I just start it sooner? Can I just move this up? No. It's not like Blender. I guess I could just get rid of some of these, right? These are like some of the reasons why I don't like Godot, because it's like you have to have this open, you have to have that open. And it's like, why? I should be able to take this all the way to the side if I want. There's no reason why I shouldn't be able to close this fucker and this one over here. It's some autistic Frenchman's fucking thing to keep these panels here for some reason. Anyway, what was I trying to do? I'm trying to delete some of these and make this animation smaller. So the alien is in a backwards position. Too many codes. Too many codes. Let's just, I could move all these. See, I'd have to move all this shit, and I'm gonna have to make I'm gonna have to remake another animation soon in Blender anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna shrink it in Blender because it'll be easier for me to do. My knowledge base is better in that program. With animating and shit. Sorry, I need some water. Set the seek position to 3. Damn, I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, let's try that. Take damage. Right here. .3, and how does that work? Let's seeks the animation to the seconds. Nice. So I'm gonna have to probably set the animation, then do that, right? Because the animation has got to be set first before I can seek it. I guess we'll try that and see what happens. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. I'm sure he's happy. I think that actually worked. Yeah, he's more reactive. What happens if I put it like 0.4? Should be a little more. Oh, was it the blood? It was. Okay, let me do this. Let's go back to our blood. I think I actually need a... We're going to add another light because it's so fucking dark. I have this light right here to make it nice and ambient. Damn. Oh yeah, all these modern ceiling lamps. I forgot how I did this. I stole this ceiling lamp from Texture Haven and then I added light bulbs on it. Okay. Why don't I just control D and I'll make another one and put it right there so it'll be super bright. And then the blood's pretty tiny, yeah. So I guess I'll go to the particles. I think I also need to change this to particle flags. Where is it so it's always facing the camera? Shading. Down here. Billboard, there we go. Particle billboard. And I think that should make it a little bit better. Gotta go all the way up to the top, and if I hit on, there we go. We should actually see it from every direction now, and then I'm gonna make them bigger too. Maybe I'll just scale this whole thing. What happens if I just scale this? Oh, he's shitting some blood. That's great. And his animations are broken. A lot of accomplished here in this game. At least it comes out of his head now. That's better. If I shoot him in the arm, it comes out of the arm. So I guess I was hitting him in the torso, and that's why it looks like he's shitting blood. Very brutal. That's interesting. So maybe we need a little more forward velocity on it so it goes up in the air a little more. Nice. Yeah. Let's let's fix that. Let's go to the blood spray. The fucking where the fuck is it at? Oh good, it's one of these. Oh yeah, I should probably go up here and just put one shot to off and turn it to on and have the explosiveness on. And we'll take a look. Oh, my music stopped. I forgot about that. Let's see, let's go to the October playlist, even though it's not October. Alright. So I wanted to accelerate more, which is... this one, right? No. So this one. It gives it more... What the fuck? Oh, it's this one. There we go. So not that much. Somewhere in there. And then I want to make these, what if I make these like 5? There we go. That should be a little better. Let's try that. I'm just going to keep spawning though, because they're not, we're not spawning. Yeah. I guess the timer doesn't start. I didn't make the timer start automatically, but that looks better. Alright. Timer. Auto start. Blood spray. We also gotta make you a one shot. Yeah. Shit the blood, break the animation. I don't know. Yeah, I like how he goes back to yawning right after we shoot him. But, you know, that's somewhat responsive. It doesn't have to be fucking AAA shit. It's coming out of the bone attachment or whatever. Bam. And I think if I shoot him in the head, I'm gonna make it like make a different sound play or something like that. So we gotta have him chase me around now. How are we gonna do that? I guess he's gonna need a navigation agent. Let's go ahead. Navigation agent. And then what I have here, my level. So let me see. Those are the rooms and those are the hallways. I think I just need to grab these two. I can leave these here. These are my static bodies that actually make up the collision. I need to grab both of these and move them into a navigation region, I think. I put both these in here, and then if I bake it, oh, I gotta make a new navigation mesh, and then I should be able to bake that. Let's see if it works. It did work. Holy shit, I did not expect that to work. I thought for sure that was gonna fucking crash. Alright. Yeah, but that actually did work, so now we have a spot that our guy can navigate on. I'm actually pretty impressed with Godot. I feel like half a year ago that wouldn't have worked as well. I could be wrong though. These are pretty square areas. Alright. So, how does this work again? we have our navigation agent. Let me take a look. Where's our help? I completely forgot how this shit works. Open documentation. A 3D agent used to pathfind a position while avoiding obstacles. So don't we say set path position, right? Yeah, so I guess what I need to do, so we're going to run after the player. I'm just going to set a timer to make him chase the player after that animation finishes. That's what we'll do, actually. We'll say after he finishes the stretch animation, his next state... Sorry, I hit caps lock. Next state is going to equal chase. He's going to start chasing down the player. Make the blood soy green. I guess the blood should be green since it's a Martian. That actually makes sense. Where am I? 3D. Let's make it green. Let's make it like a green that lights up. Oh shit, that's right, it's on here. So I can't change it. Maybe I can I? I wonder what that would look like now. Damn, do we have emission? There we go. If I take the emission and I make it like a neon green, that'll look kind of cool. Let's try that. I think it should be like a neon green now. Oh. Yeah, that looks cooler. I don't know why it got so much darker. Yeah, why is it darker? The fuck was that? Uh-oh. What's going on? My lighting's all fucked up. Oh well. Okay, so we'll fix the lighting in a second. I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm not sure what's up with this music either. Oh, this was the October playlist. Okay. Let me grab a drink. So, we need to start chasing the player, so we need to get a reference to the player. We have the player here. I guess the original flow would be like, the player is already loaded, and these guys are going to be spawning in waves, so eventually the game manager will be spawning these guys in. I guess we could go ahead and do that now. Might as well. Let's go to our game manager. And we'll just go on ready var enemy A. Actually, we'll call him Marty. Marty, and then we'll say load, and we'll just load Marty Martian. So, I guess what we'll do is load them in, and we'll keep track of them. And we'll give them a reference to our player. I guess we'll add the player to our group. We could also just do it a different way, but we're going to add the player to its own group called player. That way I can kind of get him through that anytime I want. Groups, add, and this will be player. Okay, so we can, for now, since I just want to focus on getting him, we're not going to do it that way. I think we'll just do this. We're going to say get tree. We can actually do that in the code. So we'll just leave player blank, and then in the chase state, we'll say player equals get tree dot get first node in group player, right there. So now we have a reference to our player. We need his position. Say var player pos equals let's say it should be player dot I think it's just position now, right? That makes sense. It used to not be that way. It used to be global transform.origin, but I think this is the way to do it now. I'm pretty sure I spelled this wrong. Player pause, and then we set that as the place to run at, right? So we got to do nav agent. Let's just make a little onReady var. And then we'll just say equals the navigation agent 3D. Perfect. So then we have our nav agent right here, and we're going to set set something. What do we set again? We set target, right? Set target position, I think. Let me take a look. Nav agent what the fuck? Okay, so it should be set avoidance, set navigation map, set target reachable. Isn't there just a set target? After setting the target position property, the getNextPathPosition method must be used once every physics frame to update the internal path logic of the navigation agent. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. So it is target position. Nice. Cool. So we want to do that every frame. So we'll say navAgent.setTarget position. No, player position. Cool. Why are you not happy? Oh, you gotta be up here. Cool. Oh, of course it's not in the current scope. I guess we're gonna have to do that right here. Awesome, so now we're doing that, and then, let's see, nav agent, we got to get next path position, right? Get next path position, and, actually I'm going to say this, nav agent dot, get distance to target desired distance. What does that do? Okay, that's not what I want. I want get distance to target. Get distance to target. Awesome. So there is one. Cool. Nav agent dot distance to target. If that is less than or equal, we're gonna do like, I think, like, I don't know, 10 Godot units. So if the distance to target is greater than or equal to 10 Godot units, we should continue to chase, and if it's less than that, we should switch to another state, which is hit. If we're too close to the target, meaning we're too close to the player, we're going to switch to next state equals attack. And we're going to have to add that in. Attack, and for right now we'll just play an animation that does nothing. So I'm just going to copy this up here. And we'll put this guy as, I think I have a swipe or something. And cool. Nice. So if our distance to target is less than that, we attack, and then else we're going to chase. Actually, we'll not do that. We'll just have this right there. Okay, so I have all of this stuff right here. Let me put that in up here. So this is just the boilerplate for Godot that moves you forward. It basically takes, you know, WASD and moves you forward, back, left, and right. This is for like a player, but I'm going to kind of adapt some of this code to make it work for a guy following us. All we need to do is change the direction. So we have our input direction, which tells us where to go. And we just need to basically make our input direction from where we're supposed to go. I gotta look that up though, I forgot how to do that. How to make an enemy follow the player in Godot. What do you know? Let's see what Reddit says. Make an enemy script. You get a vector pointing from the enemy towards the player, then normalize the vector. You know what? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT so he can show me the fucking code, because I get tired of doing it this way. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's pull him up. Okay, let's see. How to make a 3D enemy follow a player in Godot 4. I think it's 4.3, 4.4. 3D. Nice, got that. Just show me the code, buddy. I don't want to. No, don't go through that. Show me the code. Show me the code. Loser. Nice. Okay, this is what I just wanted to see. Setting the target position to the player's global position, which isn't the right way to do it, but whatever. ChatGPT. So our direction is the next point minus our global position normalized. Okay, that was the line I was missing. So now I'll take all of this and pretend like I did it all by myself. Like everybody else does. So, okay. Let me copy this here. I knew it was something simple, I just couldn't remember how it went. And I'm going to get rid of that. Next point. We don't have this declared, do we? How is that okay? Well, you're out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, so this actually all has to be within the else. It's got to be coming over. Let's just get rid of that shit. We don't need it. Alright, coming on in for the win. And next point should be yeah, it's just nav agent. We can just do this. There's no reason to. Oh my god. Nav agent dot get next path position. Okay, let's see how that works for us. If it's going to work at all, I have no idea. I got a good feeling. After he finishes his stretch, he should come right for us. No, you bastard. I bet I looped that animation, so it's never going to finish. Marty, you're laying down on the fucking job. Worthless. Alright, let's try it out. Come on, Marty. You can do it. You can chase me down. What are you doing? Set target. I guess it's not set target. I think I just do target equals. Alright, Marty. I'm not asking a lot of you. Invalid assignment of property or key target. Vector 3. What do you mean it can't be vector 3? It's supposed to be vector 3. Let me take a look at this. Navigation. Agent. Control F, target. Where is it? Oh, target position. Set target position. That's what I'm thinking. Set target position, player pause. Alright, let's give that a shot. Come on, Marty, you can do it. We're holding out for a hero over here. Oh, he's within 10 units of me. Okay, let me shorten that. We'll do 1 unit. He's got to be within 1 unit. He's got to seek me out. What the hell? Distance to target. If our distance, so the distance that we are from the target is greater than or equal to 1, we're going to attack. So we actually need to put this in the other direction, right? Alright, now he should be coming for us. Uh-oh. Oh no, his animation slowed, but he's still coming. Yeah, he doesn't look in our direction, though. That's not good. So let's get his animation going. Alright, animation. Run B is our slow run. We're going to loop that one. And we've also got to make him face the player. There's a better way to do it. There's like, I think you're going to do this. I'm going to have this node 3D look at him, and we'll call this eyes or whatever, and then we match that rotation. Eyes, and then we're going to say eyes dot look at, and we'll say player pause. And then we're gonna say rotate. Actually, we're just going to say y equals eyes rotate y damn, how do I just change my rotation? Can I just say, I can say rotate y, right? Yeah. Or rotation degrees dot y equals eyes dot rotation degrees dot y. So that should make us look at the player, I think. I don't know. We're gonna try it. Alright. Come on, Marty. Well, he's kind of looking at me. And he's kind of not. Whatever. We'll hold off on that one for now. Actually, let me ask ChatGPT. He'll rig it up for me. Thanks, pal. Thanks, pal. But the enemy doesn't turn to face me. Doesn't look at me. What do you think about that, bish? Ow, fucking cat. Make the enemy look at the player. Look at. I don't know. Just use the velocity direction. Can we do that? If I just say look at. That might work. Or you know what? Yeah, I could just look at the next path position. Bam. Yeah, what do you think about it? I don't know how that's going to turn out. I kind of like that, though. Oh, I think we need to do this. Enemy Martian. Marty, you're facing the wrong direction because I made you in Blender. And Blender is autistic, so... let's get it. And I'm pretty sure that your both of your animations are supposed to loop there, buddy. So let's try that now. Yes, it appears to be working. He's a little too slow, though. Far too slow. Marty's got to be much faster to be scary. 5 times faster to be exact. Well, he actually looks like he's going for a light jog. He looks more like he's exercising than coming to kill us. And he actually can't get close enough to me to hit me right now. But I can shoot him. And then he does another stretch, and then he comes back for us. So he does go through the walls a little bit. But, yeah. I mean, at least he's chasing us. So, there we go. I think I'm going to take a quick break and then figure out what I'm going to do when I come back. So I'm just going to, load this in and let Marty run into us. Just to leave something up on the screen. Oh shit, you fucking piece of shit. Alright, there we go. And I'll be back in like 5, 10 minutes. Not like 3 minutes. All right. I hope I didn't click anything important. So what are we going to do now? This is actually a pretty good model. I got this off Mixamo, but yeah, good shit. So do we want to add health bars to these guys, or do we want to make a spawn feature? I think we ought to make the spawn feature. Damn, I was going to try and put more animations into this guy. I really don't want to do that, though, because then I have to re-import him. I don't really know how to do that. I got to make him... Let me try something. If he's doing the swipe, what does that look like? Cool. Let me bring in that window. Where is... the window? Oh, here we go. There it is. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. Yeah, we have the window right there, so they'll be breaking down these things. I'm gonna go ahead and export that. Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. If I bring it back in here and I bring it back level 1, I know I have the window. If I bring the window in, I think it's just, it's all the way over here. I need to go to the transform and reset it back to 0. Cool. So... So it's still all the way over there. Alright, let me just bring it back in the blender real quick. And what I'm going to do is just go... Well, all of its origins are set there. That's interesting. Whatever, I'm just going to bring it into the fucking middle here. Can I just do Alt-G? Well, that was stupid. Control-Z. Whatever. Haha! Bunch of dumb shit I'm doing today. Alright. Essentially what I want to do is move this to the origin. So, I'm just going to do this. No distractions mode. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. This is the way the Pilgrims used to do it. They would move it back to the origin. And they would use their old Windows 95 computers to do it. Alright, you fuck. Just get into a relatively good position for me to position shit. There we go. There we go. And I can actually hit this one and go Alt-G, and then it's perfectly at 0, and those others were fine. So I think I'm just going to join... Well, I can't join them, but I'm going to... Control-A. Should I apply all transforms? It seems like a bad idea. I don't think so. I'm going to grab this and export it. I am going to apply scale. And then we'll export FBX. Not FBX, GLTF. GLTF, and let's see, it's base game jam, Mars Mission Alpha, level A. It should be Windows, so we're going to include selected objects, export. Alright, so now, oh wow, did it actually update without me having to re-bring it in? That's awesome. I didn't think it was going to do that. But I guess what I'll do is, I'm actually gonna, I'm gonna have to bring this into a different scene. Well, I'll bring it in to demonstrate my idea. So, and that might require me making some more stuff in Blender, but it should be fine. Sorry, this is hard to show. But yeah, I want to be like over here. Where's my rotation at? There we go. Rotation. So the idea was each one of the vents would have one of these guys crawling out of it, but I didn't grab any crawling animations because there really weren't any that I saw on Mixamo. Well, actually, that's a lie. There are a ton on Mixamo. I just didn't get them. There's this pipe right here, but, you know, the pipe, not a super huge deal. I can just have this, and then I'll just make another room on there, and then, I could have the, like this guy. I just want to see what it looks like if he's through the window. Yeah, essentially have him breaking through the window there. Just like that. So, and I guess I would just have him chase up to the window and then just slash away until the window's broken. And then once the window's broken, he'll, see, I don't have like a go inside function or anything like that. Like a, I should have grabbed more animations. Do I have like a jump? I have a kick. I guess I could kick over the, you know, he just kind of advances forward. I think that would be a good way to do it. He just kicks the last board and comes through, so there's no like pause between. That would be pretty based. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be like the entrance, and then his foot is gonna be halfway to the door. And if it doesn't look right, fuck it, I don't care. It's good enough. Okay. So, what do we need? We need to make the window. Bam, we bring that in here. Transform, set it to 0. We're going to make this local. And I'm just going to call this window. Excuse me. Okay. I think we can actually get rid of... Well, you know, we might as well have a holder. Alright. So... yeah, how am I going to do this? I think I'm just going to put an area on it. Area 3D. And we'll make that into a... we need a collision shape. Collision... shape 3D. We'll make that into a box right here. Some sacred geometry there. Bam. And then what I'll do is every time we get a hit from our one of our guys, one of these boards is going to pop off. So we're going to have to put an animation player on here. Animation player. Cool. So, I guess that would mean there would have to be an order to these, right? Do I even want to do it with an animation player? I think it'd be the fastest. Yeah, let's say break board 1. And there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 boards, so that's pretty easy. We're just going to go animation, duplicate. Animation, duplicate. Nice. So then we'll go to the first one. I'm going to use that board. I'm going to rename these board 1. What do we got? We got board. Oh, this is a song I hate. Board 3. Let's see, do we have anything new? Okay, that's good enough. Alright, so, board 1, perfect. Add track. Where is board 3? Cube. Okay, so that's board 4. Awesome. Board 4. Cool. Alright. I think you should be down here. No. Like there, but then like this. Yes. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to have them pop off. Property track, board 1 right here. We're going to go with what position? You know, we could just have them disappear. That could be another thing, but why not just have them fly to the ground or fly on the ground or something? Yeah, you know what? We'll move them out and then we'll have them disappear. And then when they put them back up, we'll just have them come from that position and then go back in. So insert key. And then we'll go, let's go like 2 seconds. Actually, that's probably pretty long. 1 second's probably fine. So out here, insert key. And then I think we just need the Z axis to be out a little bit. Probably the other way. So like 10. That's pretty much what I'm going for. And then we'll add another track on that. This will be a diss track. We're really going to go after it this time. If we see him in the street, we're just going to fucking hit him up. Stop by Carytown Tobacco. They have good stuff in there. What the fuck am I doing? That's right. I want to make him disappear like a magic trick. So we gotta go hit up his visibility. Isn't it called modularity or something? Or he'd be modulating. Hold on. If I click on here, oh, it might be. I might have to write a shader, but wasn't there like one that said visibility right here? And wasn't there like a modulate function on a lot of these? I guess not anymore. Yeah, but I could affect the transparency of this, so there's that. Let me save this. Cool, I know what I'm doing now. Where's the window? To the window! Alright, let's save that. Put that shit up. What are we gonna do? So we need to affect this right here, the transparency. And I think I need to reopen it because it will now allow me to update it. I might have to actually save that material. The material might not be registered as a Godot material. Oh, it is. Okay, nice. So, we want it to fly off and disappear. We go to our animation player. It's already flying off. We just need it to disappear. So I'm going to go to the board and grab the material. Set it to alpha. And I think we'll disable that. There we go. That makes sense. It's still alpha, right? Yes, we're still alpha. Awesome. And so then what I want to do is go to our albedo, and on the color, if I turn this down, it makes them transparent. Nice. That's going to do it for all of them. So I'd have to make 4 different materials. Am I going to do that? Sure, why not? Why not? We'll call this material 1. Well then, shit, it's going to happen all over the map for every board. So we can't do it that way. Nice. So we can't do it through the material. We're going to have to do it the other way. Let me ask fucking ChatGPT. He might know something. How can I turn an object, a mesh? How can I turn a mesh invisible without changing material properties? I need it to fade in and out. I guess I could use a tween, right? Oh yeah, Ninja Vanish Stealth Cloak Effect. Yeah, thank you. That makes it sound really gay. Attach this shader to your mesh instance. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We could do that. I think this is going to be the fastest way. Cool. So let's see if that actually works. So let's go here, and instead of this, let's just clear it, and we'll make a new shader material. And we'll add a new shader. And if this works, then I'll add in the texture too. Yeah, why not? Save it right here. It's fine. No one's gonna know. Alright. I've had pretty good experiences in the past. Unknown identifier and expression texture. Texture. Alright, ChatGPT, explain this. I know a little bit about shader making, so let me see if I understand. Identifier, texture. I guess we didn't declare that anywhere, did we? Let me see if I missed some code there. Where are you declaring texture? Where are you declaring texture? Or am I not understanding that? Okay, yeah, it should be uniform sampler, and you drag your material here. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. That's what I was looking for. Okay, let's give that a shot. Shader parameters, our texture is going to be, let me quick load. Where is our, so it'll be this texture anywhere I used it. Cool, so we have that there. Then the alpha, we can fade in and out, awesome. We can turn up our fucking alpha, dude. I don't know. I'm fucking spent, dude. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Alright. Okay. So now we just have to access this through code somehow. And ChatGPT told me how to do it. Animate the alpha with a tween. Okay, so on the mesh instance, we're basically going to, I'm just going to copy this shit right here. Yeah, I don't think we can make a tween that way anymore, though. I'm going to copy it, but we're going to have to change it a little bit. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to fly. I don't know where that's from. I've never seen that, but okay, yeah, I think that should work. Alright, let's just bring that in. Sorry. We'll put a little thing on here. We're going to get rid of all this. Control V. And we can't do that anymore, so we're going to say, I think it's get tree dot create tween. And then I don't think we use tween property anymore. I think we use what is it? I don't know, whatever, we'll just try it. Var shader material equals material override as shader material. I really don't know what this means, never used that before, but we're just gonna try it and see what happens. Let's add a ready. Yeah, func ready. And then we'll just do fade out. Duration. Let's go 10 seconds, whatever. Alright, so then in the level A, so it's over here, so it should give us enough time to run over there and take a look. And let's move our, is this Marty the Martian? Where is this guy? Let's just get rid of him. Yeah. Alright, let's see if it runs. Well, actually it shouldn't, right? Because I didn't put a... Actually, I did say for it to fade in, fade out over 10 seconds. But it does not appear to be working. I don't think I ever started the tween. Yeah, I think you have to say tween dot play. All right, let's see if that works. Is it fading out of existence? I don't think so. Looks pretty substantial to me. Okay. Shader parameter alpha. How can I tween property? Is this the one that's been there's one of them that's been like we don't use it anymore. Position. So yeah, I want to affect the shader material. That's the parameter I want to affect. That's what I want it to go to. And this is the duration. Let's just do 1. And it is on the window. Oh yeah, but we didn't instantiate this. We just have a regular window over here. So now I gotta go here and go window scene. Alright, let's go to 3D. It's gonna be way in the middle. We gotta bring it over here. Lift it up, and let's try that. I think this will work. I got big hopes. Is it fading out of existence? It does not seem to be. Alright, but we do get an error. That's good. Parameters. P target is null. Okay. Is shader material null, or is this parameter null? Let's take a look. Window, I go here. Let me try something else too. I think I need to go, instead of doing that, I'm just going to do material. Can't we just do mesh dot material? Does this change it for every board, or does this change it for just this one? Oh my god, if it changes it for every one, right? Because we're changing the material. But I guess since the shader has a parameter, it should be different for each shader on each instance. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that works. Okay. So I guess I can't access it that way. Oh, surface 0 dot material. Surface get material, and that we'll get it at 0. Nice, and then I want to get rid of this. Alright, we'll see. It's gonna error right there, probably. Oh, look at that. It faded from existence. Okay, so let's add another one to board 2. I gotta test if this is going to... let me control A. Control C. Control V, and then we'll save it, and we'll put this fade out at 10 seconds. And then we'll see if they fade at the same time or how that works. Cool. That's right, I forgot to put the material on the second one. So if I go here to the board, and I go new shader material, quick load, it's the only one I have. Shader parameters. Let's do a different texture on this one just to display it. We'll do the normals, and then that way it'll be clear to see. Nice, so we can have them fade at different times. That's awesome. That's perfect. So we can have them shoot off into the air and fade away. But yeah, sick. So I guess I'll keep going on that then. So we just need to, I guess we'll leave it at 1 for every single one, and I'm just going to copy and paste this code. There's no reason to overcomplicate it. Board 3, bam, and then board 4, and put that in there. Extends, mesh, instance 3D. There we go. Extends, mesh, instance 3D. Cool. So now let's go to board 2, and we'll go here, and we'll change the material. New standard material. New shader material. And then we'll load. We'll do the same. New shader material. Yeah, new shader. Actually, we're gonna load it. Sorry. Click load. Load it on up. We're fucking good to go. So then we gotta go and just put the board texture in all of them. So the rosewood veneer. Oh, very nice. Very nice. All right, we'll go to the board. Texture. Quick load. Rosewood veneer. Very nice. So what I'm going to do here is just do like 3, 6, and a 9. Whatever, we'll do like 3, we'll do 4 on this one. I just want to make sure they all fade out at different times, and we're going to change this one too. Quick load. That's right, it should be rosewood veneer. Diff. All right. So they all fade at different rates. Nice. So cool. I think that's probably about where I'm going to end it, just because I've got a lot of stuff that I got to get done with the weekend. But thanks for anyone who tuned in. There'll be more stuff coming. I'll probably be streaming like every day this week, this game. I'm going to try and get it finished pretty soon. I don't really have... I got to get it finished before the game jam ends, so... But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's been fun. We got Marty the Martian chasing us down, and yeah, should be good. I guess we'll recap what we have. Let me load... let me go back to my level. And we'll bring in Marty the Martian. Actually, we'll bring in a few of them. Let's see if we can do that. Can we have a few of them and have them chase the guy? let's try it out. So yeah, they're all coming after me. And they won't collide with each other, so they'll stack up really quickly. But yeah, we can pop them in the head. It's pretty fun. I think what I'm gonna do is make the crosshairs. If you like click the right trigger to like aim in, the outer crosshairs will disappear, and you'll just have the one in the middle, and you'll zoom in a little bit. I think that's probably a good idea, game mechanic wise. But yeah, this is you know, this is a good start. So, all right, I'll see you guys later.